Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Akmal RC channel. I know, it's been a while since my last upload on this channel, but today is kinda different. The purpose that I'm making this video is for my individual assignment for subject Geotechnics 2. So it would be a very big thanks to all of you guys if you guys can drop 100 likes on this video. It is requirement for me to get full mark on this assignment if I ever reach 100 likes. So guys, please click the like button if you don't mind. Enough about that, let's talk about soil condition in my area. Before we start, let me introduce myself. So my name is Muhammad Akmal bin Kamal Arifin with the student ID of AF18003-2. So right now I'm staying at Taipei, Perak, which is one of the most beautiful town in Malaysia. Currently, I'm studying in University Tun Hussein on Malaysia as a third-year student in civil engineering course. So when we talk about soil condition, we need to know what is soil condition and how can we define. What is soil condition? Soil condition is basically a capacity of a soil to function within the land of use and ecosystem boundary. It is also used as to sustain the biological productivity, maintain environmental health, and the most important part is to promote plant, animal, and human health. So there are 4 types of soil in Malaysia. As you guys can see, the first one would be sandy soil, the second one would be silt soil, the third one will be clay soil, and the last one would be loamy soil. Now we know what is soil condition all about. Let's jump straight into 3 types of soil that I can find and recognize in my area. Let's start with the loam soil. Loam soil, also known as the very best soil sources for the base of the construction foundation. It is because it does not shift, expand, or shrink drastically, and it also handles the presence of water very well. In terms of the properties itself, it ideal combination of silt, sands, and clay. Also, it's a fertile, easy to work with, it provides good drainage. Also, it depending on their predominant composition, they can be either sandy or clay loam. For the gardening itself, it's a perfect balance of soil particle. Of course, it's a gardener best friend, and it still benefits from topping up with additional organic matter. In terms of civil application, certain countries use this as a house construction parts. For example, it is used in post and beam construction. Also, it builds a layer of foam inside a wall to control the air humidity. In a simple word, it can control and cool down the temperature in the house with the natural method. This is kinda cool. Now we know what is the loam soil and how it used in the civil engineering applications. Next will be clay soil. Clay soil, also known as a clay mineral that are called secondary silicates. They are formed from the weathering of primary rock forming minerals. It is developed plasticity when it's wet due to a molecular film of water surrounding the clay particles, but it becomes super hard, brittle, and non-plastic upon drying or firing. They can hold more total water than most of other soil. They swell when wetted and shrink when dry. They are very late in warming up in the spring because of the water heats up more slowly than the mineral matter. They are normally fairly rich in potash, but they are deficient in phosphate. It can be extracted from the ground and processed by adding water to change its shapes or increasing its strength by adding straw, sands, and many more. This soil material widely used as a materials in making pottery for be used as a plant pot or house decoration. For the civil application, clay is used around the world as a construction material. Most of them are commonly baked into brick or roof tile. These brick and roof tile from clay soil are used in almost every construction nowadays. This shows how good clay properties in terms of material construction strength. Last but not least, clay can fix the leaking or water loss issue on real earth dam by adding suitable clay material to porous part of the dam. Clay soil has contributed to a lot of construction since the ancient time. This is the proof that clay soil is the oldest material that been using in construction history. Enough about that, let's jump to the last type of soil that I can find in my area, which is sandy soil. Sandy soil contain high proportion of sand particles, more than 68% by weight in their mechanical composition. It is common in the dry lands. Sandy soil are naturally polyfertile, and when they are fertilized and irrigated, they cannot retain much water and nutrients. Also, sandy soil is easy to spot by its feel. It has a gritty texture, and when a handful of sandy soil is squeezed in your hand, it will easily fall apart when you open your hand again. Sandy soil is filled with well sand. Sand is primarily small pieces of eroded rocks. For the civil applications, sandy soil has been used greatly as aggregate in concrete mix. It helps with the strength of the concrete itself when the sand proportion in concrete mix design is in the right ratio. Sandy soil also one of the famous material for the construction, as its properties help a lot in terms of strength of the concrete. So now we finish all the 3 types of soil that I can find in my area. I hope with this informational video, you guys can learn something about soil and how it been used in the engineering field. So that's all from me. I'm Akmal from Akmal's channel. I see you in the very next video. Bye bye.